Hello again, welcome back to the channel. My name's our lad for Set Play Gaming. This is the FC24 Colchester United career mode with Owen Coyle. It's season 2, episode 32. I'll start by apologising. The last episode I produced here was 7 days ago. That's not my intention at all. I want to try and keep these episodes coming as quickly as possible to the channel. I've just had so much stuff going on in the house that I've not been able to sit down and give this my attention, and I promise to endeavour to try and do that going forward, but it is going to be tough, so please bear with me. As we look into the league table for League 2, we didn't get to do this in the last episode, so I'm doing this now. Heading into January, we have a 3-point lead over Crewe Alexandra, who are in second, and then Forest Green in third, Port Vale, Gillingham, Grimsby and MK Dons in those playoff places, with Notts County just outside. Now as we drop into mid-table, we see Wrexham, Doncaster, Tranmere, Walsall, Accrington, Barrow, Cheltenham Town and Mansfield. Barrow and Cheltenham are actually on the same points there, having played 25 matches, and Tranmere look like they could sort of spring into the upper half of mid-table if they can just get a win behind them. Into the bottom half, Swindon Town, Harrogate Town, and then Morecambe and Carlisle. Our old club Stevenage still struggling at the wrong end. Newport, Sutton, who we play today, and Crawley Town prop up the league table as it stands. Now, coming up today in today's show, we have 2 matches in the league. Carlisle United at home and Sutton United away to close out the episode. The main focus here is the round 3 against Norwich away in the FA Cup. Let's crack on with today's episode and hopefully do well as we've been doing recently. Starting the new year feverishly, this is our lineup, our 11 as we take on Carlisle United at home in a bid to stay top of the league. And here we go, first part of the action. Through ball from Mingy into Ionvian, who gets a start today. Chance to prove himself, takes it past Lavelle, goes for the shot, and it's a side foot placement shot that goes wide of Holly's goal. It's a good effort, you can see he just clips that. Not a bad idea. And then a few moments later, Edwards into Ionvian. Ionvian with some space here, looks to fake, holds off the defender, pulls it back, and there is McGeegan to hit that low past the goalkeeper. You can see Holly's frustration, but it's good to see McGeegan getting forward and getting himself a goal. Hopefully he can do that in the second half of the season. Good strength from Ionvian to set him up. And then on his left, 19 minutes into the game, Maguire charges past the defender there. It's a header by Ford, saved by Amos, and then seen out by Lewis. Got to always be on guard, and here's Jay Mingy with a surging run into midfield, and look at this, Lavelle comes sliding in, takes out both Ionvian, who was doing basically nothing, and also takes out Mingy as well, and the referee's going to come back and book him for this, quite hilariously taking out a guy who had nothing to do with the play. 33 minutes in, Gibson wrong foots Mingy into Ford, Ford into Maguire, great shot off the post. They're going to pull this back for offside. Let's have a look. This is tight. There's 2 guys there, both Lewis and Iandolo. It's a foot, like a fraction of a foot offside. And then just before half time, Mingy with the flick on into Ionvian, great strength again to hold off the defender, and he just places this into the corner. Ionvian here with an assist and a goal, and Coyle giving him a run here, just saying, you know, if you're going to be the second choice striker behind Samson Tovide, then you're going to need to prove that you can do the business. And today, with a goal and an assist in the first half, look at this, just lashes it past Holy. He's definitely proven today that he can be that number 2 behind Samson Tovide. We've had guys knocking on the door, hopefully trying to sign Tom Hopper. Good flick on there, and a great finish from Matt J. That's a fantastic finish here as we go 3-0 up against Carlisle. We're starting to run riot. It's a good flick on, and Jay just places this. Holy can't get down. It's a nice finish from Matt J, and it's looking comfortable, like the 3 points just above his arm. And then a few moments later, 10 minutes to go till the hour, Shields into Jay into Shields, and he's going to pull this back. And how about this for a finish? Boom, off the post. This time Holy doesn't even dive. And it's not for the lack of effort here. This is just really how incisive we've been today. And to be honest, that's so close to the post. Just clipping that post. Look at Holy is saying, what do you expect me to do there? That is a fantastic finish from Matt J. Lovely finish. 52 minutes in. Carlisle looking to get back into the game. Great skill there as he completely wrong foots Dallison. Gibson with a great chance to pull a goal back. Try and put some respectability on the scoreline for the away side. But Amos gets across and says no. He wants to keep this clean sheet intact. And then a few moments later, Ford into Maguire into Gibson into Ellis gets away from Iandolo, and here, look at this, how did he get this through? It's Gibson, great shot, good save by Amos, has the helping of the crossbar to keep the clean sheet intact. And we fast forward here to the 93rd minute. That is the final score. We start today's episode and the new year with not only 3 points but 4 wonderful goals, and that'll definitely delight the home crowd and keep us top of the table as we head to the game against Norwich City in the FA Cup. Before we do that, we have some news. Tom Hopper and his representative's agent agreed personal terms with Northampton Town, and we received a bid of £195,000. It's not a lot of money really, but we're down in League 2, so what do you expect? Here is Tom Hopper's final record. You can see this season made 12 appearances, not all starts by the way. 5 goals, 2 assists, 3 clean sheets, an average rating of 6.3. He is probably going to hit the decline at some point, and he is only 60 rated. I think we've got some good prospects coming through, so that's a good bit of business. Alright, I forgot to include this in the beginning of the intro. Bournemouth have recalled Ben Greenwood, the left back that we had on loan from them. It's a disappointment because I felt like I was managing his game time with respect to his contract role. Again, it's just one of those things that on the game where they don't feel like they're being played enough. The com will recall them. This is the lineup as we take on Norwich here in round 3 of the Cup. This is the best lineup we can come up with as we take on this Premier League team. And you'll notice the camera is different. Yes, the camera is different. That's because when I actually started the game, for some strange reason at Carrow Rd, the co-op camera that I usually use was like really forced into the players. It was really close. And I couldn't play it that close. I had to select a camera that was further away. This is the best one that I could come up with. You can see early on we're applying a bit of pressure here using this target man ideal. A good effort from Savide forces a save from Gunn. He's going to be crossed back into the box, and Norwich still can't clear it. Hits Savide looking to take a shot. 11 minutes in here, it's pulled back. Mingy goes for the shot, but it's intercepted and Norwich can clear. And Norwich, as I said, Premier League team at the moment, so we're just basically backs to the walls and try and break and get a shot when we can. Adam Ida here on 15 minutes, going for a shot and a good save from Amos. Free kick to Norwich, to the home side. It's McCallum into Ida, blocked, turned, and a good effort. I think Nunez was the effort there. It goes wide on 20 minutes. So far it's 0-0, so far so good. And then 26 minutes in, Norwich with the short corner. It's going to be Nunez into Hanley into Fastnacht, and Christian Fastnacht scores. Actually, Amos gets a touch on this. It's pretty disappointing that we have that many players in the box. I know they're a Premier League side that can move the ball very well. They move it certainly too quick. Mingy and Lewis both stranded there, not marking anybody. Look at this. And he's on the edge of the 6-yard box. There's the touch from Amos. And unfortunately, he doesn't get enough on it to keep it out. And look at Coyle. He's annoyed with that because so far we've done pretty well. 41 minutes in, Edwards here with a run from the left channel. He's probably one of our only hopes. Takes on Stacey and beats him. And then he's going to look to play this in. Chilvers takes it past the last man. Chilvers with a great chance. Goes for a side foot shot. Clips it wide of Gunn's post. That was a really good effort. into the second half, and Norwich coming forward. It's Sainz into Nunez, Nunez into Avila, Avila into Ida, and he just side foots that in. 48 minutes in, we are 2 goals down. They just have too much quality and be able to move that intricately between our players. I'm desperately trying to get players back into position. That's a really nice clip finish into the corner, and we are now up against it. Owen Coyle knows we're up against it. 50 minutes in, looking to try and get a goal back. Mingy into Edwards, Edwards to Tvide, turns this, goes to the shot, and a good save from Gunn as he tips it wide for a corner. Sarah into Avila. Avila goes for the long range and it comes off the crossbar. We can't clear it as it's blocked. Dallison caught Ida and shoots wide. 59 minutes. Norwich should be 3-0 up there. Adam Ida, you see, looking for that far corner. I think Amos, you can see his hands there. They probably would have had that covered. McCallum. Now 70 minutes in. We get the ball back. Can Edwards, he's switched wings. He's now on the right side. Here he comes. Edwards cuts inside. This is what he's good at. Can he set up Shields? Shields turns. It's good effort and a good save from Gunn. We've actually had some, on the quiet, on the sly, we've had some pretty good chances here, considering this is a Premier League club. Edwards, 75 minutes, back to McGeehan, and Mingy's going to try one of his blasters. Good effort. And I thought that had gone in. McGeehan's going to be pulled back for an earlier foul here. And from the corner, 80 minutes in, Shields with the header off the goalkeeper and off the fullback on the line. They can't keep it out. And Shields has brought us within a goal here. And 10 minutes left to go. Nervy moments at Carrow Rd for the home side. All the goalie could do is inadvertently push it onto the defender. And it comes off his knee and goes across the line. Full-time score. It is 2-1 here. We are out of the FA Cup. It's a valiant effort against a top-tier side, and nothing to be ashamed of. Alright, looking to get over the disappointment of the FA Cup, we take on the League 2 whipping boys Sutton United, and as you can see, they've got 5'8" Scott Kashka in net. They still don't have a goalkeeper. I wonder how long it's going to be before EA actually fix this problem. They did say it was fixed two games ago. But I don't think they fixed it because I'm seeing the same problem as last year, as the year before. And the com is just stockpiling players, not actually keeping players per position. If it was coded properly and actually worked out properly, then the computer would be able to retain a certain number of players per position. And as it stands, that doesn't look like it's happening. Opening 12 minutes. Chance here, Ionvian, as it sits down. Kashka just basically falls over in the deck. In the dirt, there he is. 5'8", Scott Kashka in net. Really, this is basically lambs to the slaughter, but they do have some good attacking players. And you'll see here, Coley looking to try and chip Smith as he hits that one over the bar. Josh Coley. We have to be mindful of the fact that just because they have, not a proper registered goalkeeper in net, this should be an easy game, but we know how these games work. Shields with a fantastic run here, runs in, bursts into midfield, Mellor into Edwards. This is 33 minutes in, and now Edwards back to Ionvian, and he smashes that into the top corner. And it's probably just as well that Kashka didn't put his hands on that, because they'd probably have ended up going into the back of the net with the ball. He hit that with some power. Lovely play initially by Shields, and then Mellor to Edwards. Edwards with the pullback, and that is a fantastic finish. As I said, this should be at least 2 or 3 goals comfortably, if not 4 or 5. Good play here from Lewis as he intercepts. As we looking to wind down the clock here at the end of the first half. So just the 1 at the moment, but hopefully we can put some pressure on in the second half. And there's Mellor, 53 minutes in. Reed into Edwards, a great chance for Edwards as he smashes that off the crossbar. And then Shields with the recovery here. Shields crosses it in, and there's Jay Mingy, and there's a header, and it is 2-0. Now we're looking comfortable. Mingy says, take a picture of this, will you? This is a good moment for me. Great cross. And there's the header. Great header. Down into the ground. Kashket can't get to it. Nice finish. So 2 goals to the good. Looking to break here. Mella into Tolvide. Tolvide past the midfield into Cooper, and then Cooper into Mella. Great chance here. 65 minutes in. Out comes Kashket. Makes the save. It's back off the crossbar. Shields his shot blocked, and then he follows it up by smashing it in. Connor Shields. What a signing he's been. I have to say, what a signing he's been for us. And he's come in and made that right midfield his own. The initial shot blocked, and then he just follows it in. Great perseverance there to make sure he gets on the score sheet. Connor Shields. And Coyle, you can see what he thinks of that. We've forgotten all about the FA Cup now, I think. Put that behind us. I don't think we're ever going to beat a Premier League side. Great through ball here. 89 minutes in, and here's Cooper down this left-hand side. Heavy touch there. There's the pullback. Oh, and a great block there. A fantastic block by the defender. And then 93 minutes in, Iandolo with a chance. Plays it back to the goalkeeper. It's an awful kick. And Tolvide punishes him with a fantastic finish. And yeah, so I mean, as you can see, the Com needs to do a better job of keeping these teams intact, especially in the first couple of seasons of career mode. It's vital that the retention of players is better than what it currently is. They just need to make sure that instead of just looking at numbers, that they start to code it by position, you know, so that the very minimum that a team has is 1 goalkeeper, considering that goalkeepers don't usually get injured anyway. If they only have 1 goalkeeper, they shouldn't be selling or allowing somebody to retire. But 4-0, good result. That is it from me today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your support. It's able to get to 400 subscribers. When we come back in a couple of days, we're taking on Grimsby, Gillingham and Wrexham in the league, so make sure you join me for that. If you want to continue to support me, you can do so by watching anything from the playlists available at the end of this video. This is our lad for Set Play Gaming.